Welcome to Team Redline Techniques in association with iRacing.com. This week we will be travelling to the 1.5 mile long Lime Rock Park in our Rookie Solstice. Lime Rock Park is nestled at the foot of the Berkshire Mountains in the northwest corner of Connecticut and was opened in 1957. As one of the most picturesque circuits on the calendar for racers and spectators alike, don't let its beauty fool you. It's also one of the most dangerous to drive, with no opportunity to relax and full-on concentration. The Solstice offers great racing at Lime Rock, however, with some really tricky places on the track. Make sure you drive within your limits. Overdriving here is a quick ticket to the barrier, or even worse, taking out your fellow driver. So we have split this guide into two parts. Firstly, we will look at a smooth lap from Bastion and analyse it, and then we will look at Racecraft with do's and don'ts. Before we start, a couple of pointers. The key to a fast lap is carrying speed. Once you become consistent with the car, you will find your lap times drop considerably. Be smooth with your steering and be smooth with your pedal control. Finally, at Lime Rock Park there are concrete strips in some of the corners. These strips have more grip, so aim to keep all four wheels on them. Okay, let's start the lap driven by Bastien Barscht. Approaching turn 1, aim to brake just before the number 2 board on your left and go from 5th gear to 3rd. Accelerate gently through the corner in 3rd gear and stay on the concrete strip. Make sure you keep even throttle until the apex and get over to the right hand side of the track, the next left. Brake gently whilst turning and aim to keep a tight line onto the concrete at the apex. This corner is important. With a perfect line you can take it full speed, however, aim to use at least 80% throttle to get a good exit. A very difficult right-hander with no visible references. I use the fence pole on the right as a turning in point, brake slightly and accelerate fully before the apex. Another flowing right-hander here. In 4th gear, brake slightly, ease off the throttle and aim for the concrete strip. Feather the throttle on the apex until you can see you have enough track on the exit. Okay, final corner, turn in aggressively and earlier than you think. Release the throttle slightly and feather it back when you reach the apex. Be smooth over the bumpy exit, keep the wheel as straight as possible. There, simple as that. Bastien crosses the line with a 102.9. Okay, remember to be smooth with steering and pedal action and your times will consistently improve. Okay, now let's talk a bit about Racecraft. Racing safely and cleanly is a key to success in iRacing. Taking out competitors has consequences. Anyway, lecture over. Let's look at some of the places to overtake and defend, as well as some no-nos in racing at Lime Rock. Firstly, let's talk about the most important part of the track for passing. That's right, turn 1. Turn 1 is the only safe place on the track to pass. Other places usually have too high a risk for evenly matched drivers. So, to pass into turn 1, you need to be very close out of the final turn. Stay in the slipstream with the car in front and pull out to the inside. If you are more than a car length behind, this move won't work, so try again next lap. You will lose time and potentially crash otherwise. Also, be aware that the car in front might take you by surprise with their braking. You will be a little unsighted following closely. Here's what happens if you miss the braking point. Either you will hit the driver in front or go too deep into the corner, losing time. Okay, so on to defensive driving. Remember to only change your line once, and also remember to race people the way you would like to be raced. To defend turn 1 at Lime Rock, move smoothly to the inside of the track. You will have to brake earlier than usual, or you will go wide. But you will also force the car behind to overtake you around the outside. Speculative moves do not work at Lime Rock, so where you think you might see an opportunity, this is probably an opportunity of fail. Here's a turn 2 example. The driver in front takes a wider line. This is not an invitation to dive bomb. Watch out for turn 4. Quite often people get oversteer on the crest, and if you follow too closely, you can easily get caught up with an accident. Okay, so that concludes the Rookie Solstice at Lime Rock Park. For more questions, visit us at www.teamredline.co.uk or the iRacing.com Rookie Car Tips Forum.